In the criminal justice system, all defendants are innocent until proven guilty, either by confession, plea bargain, or trial by judge. This is one of those trials. Welcome to Play It Bogart on Twitch, where we play your favorite games from the 80s, the 90s, the aughts, and beyond. And now, introducing a guy who's not opening for himself right now, Play It Bogart.
These are their bongs. That sounds gonna get a lot of use tonight. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the season premiere of the all-new show, Law & Order Trial by Judge. Not the same as Law & Order Trial by Jury. Totally different show. Don't tell Dick Wolf about any of this. Hello, everyone. Yes, Ari, you had very good timing. Here, I'll play this again. Well, I'm sure you saw the thing, but yes. Got my official attorney badge here. That means I am a defense attorney, you see. It's legally binding, so everything that goes on tonight will be on the up and up, I suppose. How's everyone doing this evening? We have the car back. It's not leaking coolant anymore. Still smells bad, though. I'll take it to the car wash and then maybe hit the engine block with the hose. Something like that. But hey, we got the stupid not quite. So this is the funny thing. I always refer to it to something it's not. When in discussions at work, I either call it the Rolls Royce, the Maserati, or the Bentley. Even though it is clearly none of those things. Yes, I too am very glad that I don't have to clean a fourth coolant leak puddle off my driveway. Because I'm looking so much forward to doing that later. Feels like my microphone is a little bit hotter than it usually is. Did I break something by accident? I feel louder than I should be. I'm gonna move this a little bit to the left. Testing. A little bit more. How about now? Okay, that looks a little bit better. How about beauty? Beauty. Everybody say beauty. Good. I shouldn't be hitting the red bar unless I start screaming. We want a really professional outfit here on the Pib Show. All right, let's get going here. Oh, go away, FCU. You're not needed anymore. Get out of the way. Shoo! Thank you. Alright, so this is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are not playing the HD version. We are playing the Wii version, which is basically a streamlined version of the DS version, which, I need the pixels, okay? There's got to be pixels, or else the whole thing just doesn't work right for me. So, it's going to be a Wiimote endeavor. That is, of course, assuming that the damn thing is working. It was working in the test run, I swear. What's the deal here? Hey! Function, damn you! Yeah, I'll reboot it. This is what I get for stalling, apparently. This was actually just changed the batteries when we started, so we're all good here. But this is playing via the computer, because I ripped it off my Wii, you see, and put it on here. Back when you used to be able to buy shit on the Wii. Am I licensed to practice law in the state? You know, let's not ask that question. Alright, let's just do a new game right over here. I must have done one just to test. Episode 1, the first Turnabout. Yes, this does not have any of the redrawn art. This is original. What's that saying? Yeah, it worked in rehearsal. Oh, that's blood. That's a blood, alright. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. What an evil-looking man. I hope he didn't kill anybody just now. See, that's where the sound's gonna see use tonight. And we already solved the case. I'll just do Phoenix in stock voice just to keep life easy. Boy, am I nervous. Right! Oh, hiya, Chief. Phoenix, my eyes are up here. I've made my choice. Where the hell's that dot go? Because it never shows again. Who knows? Actually, we'll get to that. Whoa, I'm like glad I made it on time, even though this isn't my voice, so frankly, what am I doing here? Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. And not everyone takes on a murder trial like this right off the bat. I don't know. No, I've heard some of the orchestral stuff, like the Godot theme on like Something Meets Orchestra is to die for. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Isn't that unethical? No. No, it's not. Yeah. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over! Who's screaming? Isn't that your client screaming over... Why are we to have the question mark when me is clearly the one talking? We know who's speaking here, unless that's somebody else. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Ooh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. It sounds like I have no fucking clue who's talking, apparently. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Have I watched the anime of this? No, but I've seen the live-action movie. It was alright. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Ah, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspaper seemed to think it was you. Hi, folks. My name is Phoenix Wright. Well, not me. It's him. I'm Pib. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. It's a moida, you see. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school has a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Exactly, Bogart. Play it, Bogart. Attorney at law. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Which judge is that from Harvey Birdman? We're gonna use that judge voice. Oh yeah, I could do the Harvey Birdman game too. We have that. But anyway. The prosecution is written. Wait, no, that's not the voice. That's Larry's voice. What voice? I had a voice picked out for him. I'm trying to remember it. No. Kind of like a shrill, dumb one. Now your prosecution is ready, Your Honor. That's the one. The defense is ready, Your Honor. You gotta do Santa Claus. That's clearly Santa. Oh, Von Karma. Ooh. Nasally accountant. Yes. It fits Payne's personality so well. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during the trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. Hey, TV. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Hey, how you doing? Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading, mum spaghetti. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Mr. Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. You must not have enough points. It takes quite a bit to invoke Curb Your Enthusiasm these days. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what was the victim's name? Why, thank you, James. Thank you. Whew. I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Oh, of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the plus button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who's the victim in the case? Well, let's check the court record. Appears to be Cindy something or other. Doesn't seem to give the whole name other than it's somebody named Cindy. Who is the victim? Mia Fey. Oh wait, that one comes later. Yeah, Cindy Stone is the victim, please. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Mia, god damn it. Why do I even bother? Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... The wrong answers are hilarious in the tutorial. She was poisoned, Your Honor. Oh, right. Wasn't she, poisoned by the, poison? You're asking me? Chief, help me out. Check the court record, the plus button, remember. Jeez, give a guy a break. Let me ask again. She died because she was... strangled. Right, she was strangled, wasn't she? Please tell me that was you talking to yourself. If you wish to hang yourself, Mr. Wright, you're welcome to, but not inside my courtroom. I suppose there's nothing to do but give you another try. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. Eventually, I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright just told us the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would Would you care to explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Behold, as Phoenix tries and fails to provoke a mistrial. Statue has been added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is our only ammunition you have in court. Press the plus button, check the court record, and do it frequently. That's my badge. Can't do much with that. That's the autopsy. Statue of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Yes, the poison for Kuzku. The poison specifically to kill Kuzku. Kuzku's poison? That poison?
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond when the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope that he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. That hurts you on so many levels.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Look at the client, right? Not my shapely suit stuffers. I've made my choice.
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever.
What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men.
Your Honor, objection calls for speculation.
She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! At what point are we cross-examining?
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport's been added to the court record. Stage, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this again calls for speculation. Objection? Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Hello, fellow kids. I, too, use your modern terminology. Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry's a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Please don't answer the question. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oh. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Ah, boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Maybe try not assassinating the murdered victim's character, prosecution. Yeah, like what the hell? You're making it sound like you're the one trying to get a guilty verdict here. What the hell are you doing? Hey Simbaka, hey Z, hey Nick and Fonte, how's everybody doing?
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Ah, jeez, you went. What do I do? Do I have him answer honestly? Or do I tell him to stop answering the questions? What do you think? Even though it's two ways of getting to the same place. Your Honor, my client needs a timeout. I need a short recess. Denied. I'm gonna have him stop answering. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, you see, it's like this. I don't remember.
You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you.
I got a bad feeling about this. Exactly. It's not. This is not. Even though the game in the localization is kind of implied to be the California, Los Angeles area, it's very much based on the Japanese legal system. So that's why a lot of this ain't gonna jive with Law and Order. I had a bad feeling about this.
We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Supposedly Los Angeles, even though it's clearly not.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, prosecution may call as witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder.
Exactly, Pib, Wright, attorney, ace at law. Various configurations of that.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers in the victim's building.
Did he used to work for Minitech?
Please, Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Did I agree with his voice again? I think he's gonna get two different voices.
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Objection! The witness is the murderer! We all saw seen the same intro, right? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. He's gonna get two different voices when he's apt and not so apt.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
A pun? What pun? What on earth are you talking about? Oh, I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Not these days, I don't.
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
The blackout record has been added to the court record. Let's have a look at that. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. No, I hold the Wiimote. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence in hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. Yes, I too love the idea of an attorney making it this far without knowing what to do during cross. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. So remember, press the evidence with the minus button, or by waving the Wii remote. Then, check your facts again with the plus button, and point out the contradiction. Alright. See what we can do here. So now we're going to go over the testimony again. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. We're not going to go over all of it, but... Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? Now, did that go through the volume with a Wiimote, or that? Huh. What if... Oh, shit. Right, I don't have the cursor set up. Never mind. Isn't a man leaving an apartment... Yeah, God, I can't remember whose voice is who here. Because I just remember... I don't know if the voices actually go through the TV proper. If I can fix that in a hot session. Higher sensitivity speaker volume. Nah, whatever. We'll deal with it. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad, and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious, so what happened next? I can't do anything with that. Must have been a hurry because he left the door half open behind him, thinking it strange, looked inside the apartment. And I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. Wait a minute. How do you know she was dead? Shouldn't you have rushed in and checked? Are you sure she was dead? Well, no. I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that'd look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? You quailed and frightened, pissed yourself, you thought to call the cops. The phone in the apartment wasn't working. You went to a nearby park and found a public phone. You remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. That don't sound right. Yes, you can do that, knock the webcam off. Time of death was 4 p.m. Here you are saying the time was 1 p.m. Yes, why did he call the cops and not an ambulance? You know what I have to say to that? Now, the only problem is I don't know if objection's going through the microphone, going through the game, or through this. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes. It was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy noted the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to, no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap, smartass? Oh, settle down, tits. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot... Wait, never mind. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Solid, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and the whole story falls apart. That's why it's so much easier to just tell the truth. Only have to keep track of one story. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Pfft, tell the truth. Who the hell does that these days? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying, the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it wasn't 3 hours off, was it? Or, oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Aw, your clip, sorry. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. This shit sounds heretical. Everyone dies now. For Warhammer, nice. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I got this one. Sir, I'd like to press you on a certain matter. You see, watch as the court allows this guy to keep changing his bullshit in real time. You heard a voice saying the time coming from a television. Would you care to elaborate on that? Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. Wait. Why? Somebody screwed up the nameplates. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Yeah, somebody changed your last name all of a sudden, or did you shack up with Pain over there? Something about hearing the television. The witnesses testified he heard the time. Voice saying the time coming from the television? You mean the television that wasn't turned on? Actually, let me see if I can get a sensor bar so I can fix something here. There, we got a sensor bar. Alright, let's see here. Thank you. Can we set the volume, like, way the fuck down? So that it's forced to maybe go through the television? See if that does it. The television, eh? You mean the television? Issues hardcore. The television that couldn't have been working because there was a blackout? Objection! That's exactly what we wanted. That sound. Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Hey, how you doing? You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah. Hey, well, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. How you doing? Ah! Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. How you doing? My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. He is the dumbest judge ever. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What? You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. Excellent, I'm glad. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. It is an excellent trilogy, and everything beyond it, too. Hell, Ace Attorney Investigations, that's some good shit. Actually, you didn't hear the time, you saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Hold it! A table clock. Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, a murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Hold it! The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. The murder weapon, but the murder weapon is a statue. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Ah! You with your objections and your evidence! Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it right there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yeah, it does. for objections, for holding it, pressing?
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. Well, the murder weapon was just a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
I don't know, folks. Do we think there's a problem with this sudden revelation? Somebody seems to think we do. Exactly. How would he know this if he had never entered the apartment? Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony, so big you could drive an aircraft carrier in sideways. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction.
Indeed.
Not to mention it's a clock you can't see the time from. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment or knew the victim. I think it's because he went into the apartment. I don't want to give the wrong answer here. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder! Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there! Oh, settle down, Dace. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. This got lit.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Shut up, Payne. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Look at this guy. This is clearly a guy who killed someone to death.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never... Look,
I had a clock.
I heard... No, I mean, I thought... Ah! Who throws a toupee? Honestly. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw it.
Somebody get fucked. Get fucked. Somebody get fucked.
He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. He might solve this before he messes up exonerate and executing his closing statement again.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think this through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, or try sounding the clock. Well, near as I can tell, the neighbors aren't here. If the thing worked, the batteries are fine, so try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? You're pointing. You don't have to... Anyway. Are you asking him to dangle it on your finger? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ha! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one.
How you doing?
You forgot one thing. Oh, jeez, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like this clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you know the case. Hey, how you doing? Right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it! I was so close!
Mr. Wright, seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Hi, how you doing? Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Solid.
I come all the way down here to testify and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime! I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Solid. In a sane legal system, what you'd already said would have been enough to invoke reason. Yeah, but, you know, video games. Not so fast, Mr. Solid. My second chair is speaking up. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. There's no way to do it. Hey, Sigma. The first game is very heavy on puns. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But, that doesn't mean you still can't win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I got it. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Yes, the sugar daddy trip to Paris. Why? What time is it in Paris right now?
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
I dare say Paris is, 9-10 hours ahead from, Los Angeles time? The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 11 a.m. 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the clock, by the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment, was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh. Boy, better get that looked at. Got him!
Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client.
He was arrested and been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete an offense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts,
not guilty.
And with that, court is adjourned.
I love how the courtroom has frickin' confetti.
Yeah, courtroom's got confetti. It turns out that Frank Solid was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check out and see when people were out of the house that day. Victory party! Thank you, Z, for the 100 biddies. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And did that. Nice, I remember that. Whew. I still can't believe we won. He grabbed the nearest blunt, too. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. Yeah. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait. No! I mean, bad. Bad, 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 bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... You know what? It's not important. Congratulations, Phoenix. You're already one of Japan's highest-ranking attorneys by winning one case. Exactly, no joke. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made this clock for her. I was gonna say, you didn't just steal the murder weapon from the trial evidence, did you?
I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Wow, I got so deadpan all of a sudden. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool.
Don't let that make you just want to cry.
Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? Yeah, Mia really wanted to make sure this case didn't go wrong sound. Let's make sure this one to go tits up. Next case, the people versus Larry Butts for stealing court evidence. Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? You got a rim shot. You're happy now. Hey, we aim to please. Something that proves how she felt about him. Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The statue!
Take that!
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled.
She probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? This is a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to
be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
I hope that made him feel a little better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Exposition and such. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. I'll have dinner on you. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. What? Just give me a look. You don't want me having dinner on her?
No.
She's asked if we want to have dinner on her.
No.
Fine. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me, unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. A brand new episode has been added. Law & Order Trial by Judge, Season 1, Episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Alright. Since we're starting a new episode, I'm legally obligated to do this.
In the criminal justice system, all defendants are innocent until proven guilty, either by confession, plea bargain, or trial by judge. This is one of those trials.
I'll have to do a proper intro for that too. Maybe if I get bored this weekend. Alright, Season 1, Episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Bring, bring. Mia, if you want to bang Phoenix, do it as soon as possible, as you're about to suffer the fate of all mentors. Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I'm having trouble keeping these accents straight. I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence... You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So like, what is it this time? Am I changing the stream title also per episode? Probably. I mean, not right now, but as it happens. It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always slipped in and out of your British accent. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the... she's gonna... Something's gonna happen to her. I won't have to do her voice anymore soon anyway. I had to take the clock for her. I'm sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that like the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility it might turn out that way, yeah. I think they're getting the text backwards. Not only to tell you the time, it plays Jungle Love every hour. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I can really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Click. Conversation recorded September 5, 9:27 a.m. Now, Miss Fey, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fey, you're a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Fey, I am so very sorry, but I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fey.
How am I doing?
Eek. And Kerslorp. What is it with this game and guys in pink suits?
Red, white,
Blow. Rap. That mother... She ain't playing God. She's being judged by him. I'm late. Huh. That's strange. Chief must have gone home already. Fight for the rights of every man. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Yeah, let's look around. Let's check the coat rack. There are no coats, suggesting that no one is here. Let's just go forward. So this game also turns into a point and click in between the judge stuff, the trial stuff. So let's step into the office. Yeah, this looks like my office sometimes. That smell. Blood. Salb.
sis.
Someone's there. Oh dear. Chief? Chief? Chief! Dun, dun, dun. Who the hell are you? Okay then. I guess I'll ask her later. That strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. She was dead AF. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. Better have a look around here. Let's examine the body. Because, you know, that's something we should do. We should definitely violate the crime scene. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head once with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. We've added it to the court record. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Yes, get our fingerprints all over the evidence. Yeah, this is some Game of Thrones shit. Introduce the character people love, then... Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Let's have a look. A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store. Dated yesterday. A recipient. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. And find out what that girl was doing here. Anything over there? No, I think we can leave. So let us get out of here. Go back a room. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. Oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Hey, police, I'm done tampering with the scene. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but... Who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Fey. Maya Fey? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? Never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Hey, so what do you think about this piece of evidence that somehow implicates you in this murder? Cole Phelps will be here in a few minutes to pick up and start random bits for a minute at a time. Press X to and yes, sketch stuff. God, his fucking lips! Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. The body did start. The body, that body ain't moving no mo. She wrote it on the back of this receipt.
That's like my name. Why? Why would she write my name?
Please, just calm down.
Why would sis write my name?
Uh-oh. Now I've gone and done it. I better hurry up and call the police. Alright, the phone's in the next room. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. Two of the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police!
Please, come quick!
What was that? Someone's screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Oh dear. I should maybe go check on my future client. Oh, her. Uh-oh, that's the sound of the police. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. What voice did I have for him? I gotta think. Hey! Freeze! It's the police! Alright, I need a good Brooklyn accent for this guy. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. That's not even remotely New Yorker, but we'll go with it. It's something. It's obnoxious. It'll do. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. You wouldn't have. No. Whoa! Excuse me! Eek! This would Maya mean anything to you? You bet the chesticle endowment lady is a killer. Place your bets. Yes, this is why you called the police early. That's my name. What? The victim here drew this no known blood, see? With a dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming out of the precinct, ma'am. What?
What?
I can't even keep the accent straight. Everything's going so fast. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out till the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. And forced to partake in an episode of What Not to Wear. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh. It's you. The lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you, like, gonna be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? And drawn entirely different from the guard in the background. Whoa, did I just say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What? What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? I already got somebody off yesterday. I'm already batting 1,000. No. No one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at Lee like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? I don't think I did. No. I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first day in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Jesus, no faith, boss. Lawyers that grow their whole lives without getting people off. I went on the first day. That's what she said. Thanks, boss. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trouble you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit and watch. When I think of the person who did this, to me, I know. Let's talk shop. Tell me about yourself. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Take her easy, James. Thanks for stopping by. What's with the outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like, people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium. I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Tell me about the day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the moida? Yeah. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yeah, that clock shaped like the Thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yeah. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. Take her easy, she's Jarkor. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete these things. Why do you have your cell phone? Wouldn't they have confiscated it from you when you went into the prison? So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my... That's what I thought. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Why is memo added to the court record? Can I look at this damn thing? I'll look at it later. No, I don't need to examine. I need to talk. I need to do the talky bit so we can get to the court bit. Day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. That's what she said. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my... Oh, right. I already fucking asked you this shit, didn't I? Piece of evidence, upcoming... Oh, wait. He practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Dead F. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Except I must ask you about this whole spirit medium thing. So you're an acolyte and, medium in training. That's right. The Fey family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fey family? So, Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yeah, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. As far as mediums go, she's an extra small. I'm sorry, I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Well, it was worth a guess. Huh? Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? Yeah, what? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister, gave me this address, a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Fine. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Except me. Me? Say, what about your parents? Oh yeah, we don't find out about that for a long time. I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. How will that happen? They've given me until 4 o'clock this afternoon, and visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Alright, let's move to the Grossberg Law Offices. That's a fucking painting. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer, not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. I want to look at this stupid fucking painting, though. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick, it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Alright. Is there anything new at the office? The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy was the killer, and you're no killer. Right. He was proven innocent. Right. And you were, Detective Gumtree. Gumtree, was it? Detective Gumtree? Gumtree? Gum doesn't grow on trees, pal. And I'm the one in charge here, so don't push your luck. Whatever you say, Detective. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go call me Dick. Okay, Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Ooh. He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. We're good. Then let's talk. About Miss Fey. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Alright, give me the autopsy. Ask you about Maya. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Well, we could always speculate. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course not. Let's humor the audience. Never heard of him. Whoa! And you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Good ol' Edgy Poo. I just actually look at the autopsy. Time of death, September 5th at 9 p.m. Cause, single blunt force trauma. Death was supposedly instantaneous. Can I go inside, or is that it? Let's go back to the office here. Okay, nobody here. Back to detention. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry. I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Well, does he... Come on, are you there yet? You're still not there yet. Well, I guess that means I'm not done at the office. And this is the part of the game you wander around wondering what the hell you're supposed to be doing. Maya's memos. Conversation with my sister was recorded. Oh, yeah. I need some evidence, pal. I was wondering, did you see Maya Fey's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him not so straight. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy. But what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh, no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. Yeah, this? It says the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. The Steel Samurai. That action hero on TV? Yeah, you see that strap was a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. That what she said? I was just hoping she had nudes on that thing. Yes. How you doing? Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. I almost made that my cell phone's ringtone once. I should do that. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you plan on talking to the witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your loyally ways, pal. Witness? Oh. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already then? You're trying your lawyer tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way then. I guess I should know better than to try and get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. So let's just wander across the street then, I suppose, to the Gatewater Hotel. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Shit, what's her voice gonna be?
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi? Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Hee hee.
Now to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself.
I can see the containment problem. You should probably do something about that.
Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine on this one. Let's have a look around. I see you're hosting. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. You know what that means? Somebody's double fisting. Okay, maybe not. Somebody must be staying with her. What's this sticking out? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Well, let's take a look.
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Ooh, beer boy! You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Let's talk about what you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Oh, observe, incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big
vocabulary. I better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you can tell me about it. Pretty please.
Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Ah, boy. Could you just, who exactly are you?
Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No, hey, I'm just doing my job here.
You know, you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, could you just tell me what it is that you do?
Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Okay, well, can you tell me about the room? That seems innocent enough. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Is there a Mr. May?
Ooh, what amazing powers of observation! You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, huh? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Can I seriously look at the drawer? Please? No, she ain't gonna let me. Can you tell me if those are the world's most awkward buttons or simple decorations? Do we have anything we should be showing her? No. That guy ever come back yet? No. Oh, hello. That was the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Oh, so you're the one that has been looking for me. Yeah, that's me. He looks even grander than I had imagined. That badge on your collar. Oh, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Nah, that's too close to the judge's voice. Yes. And, what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, No, that's still the judge's voice. Please, fuck it. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? I gotta ask, what's the deal with the painting? That's quite a painting. Ha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least $3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying! Why'd you refuse? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must pursue. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Grumble. Think not. Huh? You say something? You spent $3 million on Badly Fandra on Indiana Jones poster. I think not, I said. What'd you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. What a dick. Maya doesn't even want to represent Maya. I guess I'm gonna have to be her fucking lawyer then. On this whole lawyering game. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you... God, what was her voice again? Did you, like, find the lawyer? Well... shit, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. I'll represent you. Wait, no, we already did this one. Yes, blah, blah, blah. Tell me about your family. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was, like, very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. So she could still be alive. Oh, we don't find out about that till season 3. Your mother. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say that ESPN runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced that she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to, like, become independent, or I would lose my ESP. You want to say my voice for Maya is still better than her anime voice? Oh, I'm gonna have to hear that sometime. I feel bad for her. All by herself up on the mountain. Who was your mother's enemy? So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found about it and leaked it to the press. He told the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became the laughing stock of the nation. I see. Why? Excuse me. That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before my state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Shit, time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? We know. I'll take the case. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior. Was that all an act? Lost my train of thought for a second. And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know. I've been there. A long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you.
Alright then. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right. Thank you.
Whoa, she smiled at that at least. She looks like an entirely different person now. One last question. Did you do it? I mean, you are innocent, right? Like, yes, and I trust you, so you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Let's go, have a look again. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. It's her collection of Bogart booty pics. So why is she in prison in still her normal clothes? Reasons. Alternatively, it's just a it's a big-ass vibrator. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Oh, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. I'll get right on that. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Oh, I almost forgot. Ha! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Right, sure. I'll get right on that. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name?
White. That was his name. My sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Exactly, we have to see the bathroom to believe it. Alright, what is this thing? What is it, damn it? There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? We got ourselves a wiretap. Huh? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to the court record. There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial. That's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get this woman's bottom. Wait. I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, bellboy, still there?
Uh-oh, time to am-scram. I look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. This was January 1998. To be continued. Why, yes, we will clear and continue. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. No, it's gotta be like this so fancy voice. It's gotta be snooty. I mean, not like pain, but something else here. Yes, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Yes, Alucard became a prosecutor. Nice. Oh, yes, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me on an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. Still haven't quite settled on his accent yet. And yes, he'll be getting more games too. Phoenix, showing weakness, never! Yes, thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed the murder. Nah, that's not right. I should just do the Liquid Snake voice. And we have a witness who saw her do it. Nah, I don't do British very well. I don't. We gotta nail this one down, because this is gonna be a frequent one. We have to get this voice right. Oh, yes, we have a witness who saw her no. Think of someone from Toronto. Oh, God, no. The snooty end of Toronto. Oh, yes, we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I say, Newfie Edgeworth. Now, we're gonna save the Newfie for later. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession for the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details. No, that's slipping into Australian. Please describe for us the details of the murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here, and the cause. It's gonna be very jarring going between the Edgeworth voice and the Gumshoe voice. And the cause of death. Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plan, added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people here already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Hey, Arena Facade. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. This very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd just like to begin my cross-examination. Alright. As soon as Volcano came in, okay. Two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer. He immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why have we got a witness account describing her? Witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the moment of the murder. Can we press on that, please? Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Alright, show me the hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the words Maya were written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Really? Are we sure about that? How do you like that? That's my hard evidence.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Yana?
Why didn't you test about this vital piece of information the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Yana, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
So, do any of you recall that autopsy report he gave us like an idiot? Let's actually have a look at it just so everyone can be on the same page here. Autopsy says time of death 9 p.m. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. How does a dead person leave a note? Next to the victim's body, word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. I'm calling bullshit on that one. Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But not butting your way out of this one, Detective.
Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down.
What? Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon. What was his accent again? I'm gonna keep getting tripped up on this until we do him enough times. I beg your pardon, but, what exactly? Yes, Snooty something or other. I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that When exactly? I gotta center myself here. I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you... fuck me. It's like there's a disconnect between what I think it sounds like and how it's coming out of my mouth. I beg your pardon, but, when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth, the detective's a sham, or I'm a sham. Who are we accusing of being a sham here? I think we're gonna call the detective a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham! How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought... Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Wait a minute. Why would the prosecutor's office be doing that? Anyway. You're a sham! The whole frickin' system is a sham! Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. We're gonna stick on stupid sounding Aussie, a bad accent, I guess. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Ah, Christ, here we go. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wow, her wink even makes a sound. Imagine that. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Someday I'm gonna settle on his damn voice. Gee, I was like in my hotel room. Hey, I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fey Co law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. The gallery can't help it. They're attracted to, yeah. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy wink. Well, Your Honor? I see. It is remarkably solid testimony. Are we referring to the testimony or to your gavel, Your Honor? I don't say you need to trouble this witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you mere Fey's understudy, will you not? You must know her techniques well. The cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. So what have we got to play with so far? Wiretap hasn't come into play yet. The receipt. Show me the floor plans. Can I have a look? Second case, second time the prosecutor attacks the deceased victim. Okay. And then can I see that autopsy report? May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Died from a blow from a blunt object. So how did you know what time it was? Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? You can't get out of this question that easy. I sorta, you know... Oh, Jesus. I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go harder. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Ooh! Mr. Roy, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! The poor girl!
Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you say next? And then you saw one with long hair being attacked. One attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. Could you elaborate on that, please? I don't think there's much room to go in there. She dodged. Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please, continue your testimony. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique. And secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. I question your testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. Oh, what? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? So was it the butts?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal. You know what, maybe we should push on that portion. Her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Wow! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. I wonder if they did the jumbly in the HD portion, the HD redraw.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her. Let's try this again, then. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Wait, how do you know the damn thing's a clock?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
You saw everything. The victim woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Are we sure about this? Is that right as in your right as you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Hippocles ran after her, and she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that kind of statue-y clock, the thinker. So how do you know it's a clock? Clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? No. Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Liar. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm on to something now. That clock. That kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, you think? You mean this thing that, as far as the court... You know what? Here, let me just wave this thing around. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But, there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position of yours recently called us a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder! Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Ooh, the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Oh, hell no. I'm not doing that. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fey Co. No! Hey! I didn't say that. Why would I go in there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fey Co. where the murder took place, they're very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, I'm never satisfied. I can't get any satisfaction. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... She couldn't have heard it, or it couldn't have rung. It couldn't have rung. The batteries were removed. Remember? They discussed this earlier. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. Okay, they shook it out the clockwork, not the batteries. How could you possibly? Just have a look, as soon as you can. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? That's the thing you're stuck on. Well, Miss May? What? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? I might. Ho ho. Impossible, of course. I have proof, bitch. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Proof eats shit. Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. A proof is a proof. And when you have a proof... Whatever was the rest of it that Johnny Kretchan said. Maya's cell phone contains a conversation between the chief and Maya, which goes on about the whole... The clock isn't working because I had to take the clockwork out. I put papers inside it.
Take that!
Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. There's not a goddamn thing wrong with that. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. That get your attention? Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. That's because I stole it from Gumshoe. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
My heart goes out to you, Edgeworth. Not. Let's hear the conversation. So you want me to just hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could... No, wait. It doesn't say my... If... That's Mia saying, if you could. Ah, I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Your Honor, I think this recording makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone. And this was recorded in the morning, before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock? Is it because we had that wiretap in your thing?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before.
What store was it again? I got so many.
Oops, I forgot.
Well, the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yeah, Larry Butts made that. He only made 2 of them, and as far as I know, he doesn't have a patent and a manufacturer. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence. I'll prove the witness had not seen the clock before. It was made by Larry Butts, for fuck's sake. It was the Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today. Oh, ho. Oh, she pissed. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it! Die! She's turning into a demon acids.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. In the court of law, the witness will remain calm.
Yeah. Oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock?
She's fucking pissed out of her gourd. All 3 of them. This gourd and the supplementary.
Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Yeah, looks could kill. Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor, allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had never heard that it was a clock. Or she had heard it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving the witness that heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Look at this wiretap we found in her fucking hotel room. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? You could have also been tapping the victim, but that's a whole separate matter of discussion. Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
You do rather enjoy the defense in the game. In reality, doesn't actually have to show all their cards. Exactly. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim the witness was tapping a phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof.
The proof that
The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Would it not have been on the damn phone call that they had just a fucking minute ago? It's a clock, yeah, she says it right fucking there. I present... Never trust a big bust and a smile. That girl is poison. Well... Anyway. I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again, what's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Ah, that's the line, yeah. Miss April May, you used a wiretap and listened to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Objection! Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Flash of fallen angels. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her ass? I mean, phone.
I'm just gonna freeze on this for a second, because this is... I mean, this isn't gonna be the thumbnail, but... You know... Just look at... That's a look that says, I'm gonna kill you and everyone you know.
Miss May!
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair! All of you ganging up on me like that! Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Nice facey. That did it! The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? So look, if I'm gonna get you in the parking lot. Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you are tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant.
Well, this court does not condone the defense's tone of speech. He has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone?
I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Oh, son of a bitch, she can read my mind now. She's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way!
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Robe service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink.
Go, the witness is not on the scene at the time of the murder.
So where does this leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're gonna let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. This voice for Edgeworth is both the best and the worst. You think that's bad? Wait till we get to Franziska von Karma.
Oh, God.
Well,
Does the defense have anything to say?
well, come on. Think of something. Call the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
I think you're sucking quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. But why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling the witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. Therefore, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. That's not how law works. What should I do? May fortune favor the foolish. Accept the condition. Alright, I got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition, you bitch. Humph. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait.
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yeah, he does. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service.
That piece set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening for our guest, Miss May. Exactly. Why is he still holding the tea set? Do you want to maybe put the tray down? No, because then we'd have to work on the Sprite some more. She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Someone is going to get iced cold tea and they are not going to be happy. And I delivered the iced coffee to her guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Right, I'm ready. I hope this is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder now, Maya will be finished. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, and I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that statement. Received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them. And I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir.
Yes, what then?
I get it. She's rather distinguished. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot. Alright. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9 o'clock, then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. How would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrasse, sir. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. Witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Wait. Please wait.
Yes, does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question. Especially because I never really got to ask a question. Objection! Shove it up your butt. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all.
Let's do a courtesy save in case I fuck this up. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in? Room service? Or bed making? I think the room service. Check-in because of they. Check-in. Tell me anything about the room service. No, let's rage quit. You're right. He's already talked about the room service anyway. This is really my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, alright, yes, well, sir, my first thought was that she was a beautiful person. She's just my type of girl. It was a real disappointment, really. I see. Wait. excuse me. What exactly about her was a disappointment? You've been quite infatuated with her. Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I have a little chance with her lover there. Her lover? What? What the fuck did he just say? What'd you just say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object! That was objectionable!
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof. You sneaky little fuck. You fool. I've done it. I've won. You cheeky fucker. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? Gilbert Godfrey with you fool. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In this new light, I hold that it is impossible to judge the defendant. You agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof! Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man who was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it were too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from the court. Whew. I think we broke Edgy Poo. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Ludicrous. Enough.
The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into the matter fully. Am I understood? Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all for today of the trial for Miss Fey. Court is adjourned.
And I get to retain the use of my voice for a little while. Mr. Wright, you were like amazing in there. Really? Yeah, I think I might be like your newest fan. Yeah, he's not too concerned about the witness tampering then. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and his trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. You say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? No. Not yet. I don't think so. Not yet. No. I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Stiff. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that got left on the record. Yeah, don't get shanked by Miss May tonight, Kay. I don't know how good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to get her free. To be continued. Right now. Let's do a little bit more sleuthing.
Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving.
Not you, thinking lawyer, I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen, Miss May.
No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask.
Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked.
Jesus, her eye is twitching. She mad. She very mad.
Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head?
Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard.
So, what is it you wish to ask of me then,
For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? That man, death by memory asphyxiation. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on.
No way, Jose.
Maybe find something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone?
Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal.
Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May.
Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, huh? Creep.
This woman is impossible to talk to. Your attitude. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person.
Oh, that does it, bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer.
But Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? I think it's just me, to be completely honest here. Boy, that's a face to leave on, ain't it? What was the only part of her testimony that stuck? Damn it. What is... Okay, here we go. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Okay. Let's... ooh! Where's that stupid fucking painting? Huh. Looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. First of all, get some hemorrhoids. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... Marvin Croton... Who was it? Was it the fisherman?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Wasn't a very memorable painting, anyhow. Painting of sunflowers. Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting. Was it of... I mean, it couldn't have been him. Yeah, it was a painting of Marvin Grossberg. Wasn't it? It wasn't very... Okay, I guess we don't remember what it is, period. What the hell's this? What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident Exhibit A. DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Let me see Exhibit A. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo, and it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. How about this other one? A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took? That's a creepy looking motherfucker. I want it. I want it. I think I'll swap him. Who the hell is this pink-suited motherfucker? Alright, let's go for a stroll here. Check the law offices. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Not gonna be anything here to find. I know that for a fact. Can I go to the crime scene? No? Okay, let's go to the Gatewater. You'll find some way. September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Oh, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. His triceps have to be like steel right now. I got to see them one last time, so it's all cool, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are honored guests. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Let's talk. How about Miss May? About Miss May? Oh, her, sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Hey, Blacklight Horror, welcome to the stream. We're ace attorneying and sleuthing. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. How you doing? Who was the man with Miss May? I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are, in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. Oh, we do love us the retro. That's because he was a lady killer. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo, A photo, you say? Well, it just so happens I am currently carrying a photo. Look at this photograph! Every time I do it, his haircut makes me laugh. Take a look at this photo. You're welcome. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that's him? An affidavit? This guy's way too excited about this. Yeah, sure, what the hell. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I shall be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry and write it. Bellboy's affidavit added to the court record. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Alright, let's go, talk to Captain Grumpy Pants. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. No, you're not. You will do no such thing. So I have a sworn affidavit here that says, this guy shacked up with you at the hotel. There we go. Could you have a look at this? What's that? It's always my fault. The bellboy's affidavit, he told us everything he saw. He told us about the man you checked in with. He told us who he was. She mad. Now I'm getting somewhere. Do I ease her fears or do I push her hard? Music's taking a second to get here. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this photo to the press. What? Even though he should be a witness to murder, this man is in hiding. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Ooh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive and not shivved by her. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Because I am. This is the I'm gonna get you to talk dance. Deal with it. Now, tell me about the man you were with.
That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp.
In the air? Yeah, just like I just don't care. Red White. Information gathering?
Well, I suppose you could call them a detective agency.
Huh. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder.
I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her.
It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Discarded the bellboy's affidavit, because we no longer need it. I still want to see if Mr. Grossberg turned up. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Where the heck is that loafer? Huh. That old familiar clearing in the throat. You again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg.
Well, you're quite the thing, my boy.
Excuse me.
The trial!
He was there?
Reminded me of myself when I was a youth.
I guess something got passed through me, down through me, maybe?
It brings back memories, it does. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
I've had it with this guy already.
I apologize. It was all a bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, I felt...
I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd much rather you gave me some fucking information! What were you doing at the trial? So you came to see the trial?
Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep.
Really? What was that?
Well, you say it's just Maya's sister, the poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl.
If you were that worried about it, why didn't you offer to defend her? I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know.
A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry, it's just... I need more time to think about it, my boy.
He does seem troubled about something. Maybe I can find something that will inspire him to talk. In the meantime, I can't help but notice your big, stupid, ugly painting has gone missing. The other day, I'm sure there was a big, pretentious-looking painting on that wall.
Pretentious-looking?
Well, you know the one I mean. Anyway, where did it go?
Ah, yes, well... I got rid of it. Got quite tired of the thing, really. I sold it, you see. Yes, that's right.
You sold it? I'm not sure I buy that. Wasn't that painting rather important to you, sir? Did something happen?
I don't see how it's any of your business. Please, speak no more of that accursed painting. I didn't...
Seriously though, why is the damn thing gone? Say, who is this gentleman? Do you know anything? Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph.
Where did you get that? Give it back at once.
I'm sorry to have taken it without your knowledge, but, I have to know. Who is this man? He was most likely in April May's room the night of the murder.
What's that you say? Are you quite sure, my boy?
What has him so flustered?
I wonder. I beg your pardon, but I must ask you to leave. I need to be alone.
He's fallen silent as a stone, a rather large stone. Guess I should return the photo. Returned photograph to Mr. Grossberg. What a schmuck. I think somebody's blackmailing that guy. Let's check out the offices of Blue Corp. Hey, I see a rather pretentious looking painting on the wall over here. I think, does that statue of a weenus? In the HD version, does that statue of a weenus? Never mind the statue on the right-hand side. What about the table? That's a design for a table, all right. Weenus and bums. This is a very lewd office. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your patronage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my grandesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? This is me. This guy is me.
Yeah, because the way he talks.
Oh, there's absolutely nothing about that that's me at all. I find this quite ludicrous. There's not a damn thing about that adds up at all. No. That is not copacetic. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake.
I'm wordily challenged.
You're word challenged?
Yeah.
Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? Hello, Hussein. You've picked a good time to get here. That's the only explanation why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. Thank you for the 10 biddies, Hussein. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as... I can't do this guy's voice unless I'm holding my hand right here. It just doesn't work. So what business does a mighty lawyer have with such a man such as myself? His splendiferous vocabulary speechings are quite awesomely astounding us. Hard to type, it was hard to read. Yeah, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. So I have to ask. I do want to play that sometime, but that's not what this is. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. He's actually Russell Brand. Oh, so you think maybe I should be voicing him like this? What a shock it was to hear what she had done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Topping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. Raises a good question, actually. Why didn't prosecution call him as a witness? Can't he be like Bobby McFerrin and shut up? Those rings keep looking like brass knuckles. Oh yeah, he might pound me later. He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho ho. The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. Tell me about Blue Corp. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. Sell information. In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. Ah, in case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? Cool story, bro. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct, she was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done, you mean the wiretap. Indeed, did we not already answer this question? Yeah, we kind of did. Oh, that I've been meaning to ask you. What's the deal with that painting? He rode her like a horse. Oh, hello. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple. Rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer. No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing, zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grodleyburger. What? Ow! Oof. I believe I've just been assaulted. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do? Charge me with assault? Charge away. I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your comprehension. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes? Then you must ask him, why is this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Alright, Grossberg, spill it. What's the deal here? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat.
Something, Jehoshaphat.
Oh, phew. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days.
I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess.
Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. So do you have some new answers for me? So you came to see the trial. Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just me, his sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, really. I don't know what I've done. So he's kind of reset, but not everything here has actually changed. As before, why did you request to refuse? I have a right to know. No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. Mr. White. So, I paid Blue Corp, is it?
Oh, I see.
Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me.
Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy.
You see, it's just, that big painting. It's kind of the elephant that's no longer in the room. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with. Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office.
So you noticed.
Kind of sticks out like a sore thumb.
I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a rather large painting.
Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow.
You're connected, you say?
Yes, and I know what it is. You're lovers! It's not something I can claim to understand, but you and Mr. White are lovers, aren't you?
What? My boy!
You sent that painting to him. That's a sign of undying love. That escalated quickly.
My boy, please, you're letting your fancies run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas? I don't understand how you could. That's because we're not, don't be ridiculous. Enough. I'll swallow my pride and tell you all.
Is that all you're swallowing today? Enough. I knew it. They are lovers.
No, we're not lovers. Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in fighting people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now.
15 years?
All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed.
The name on the back of those photographs.
As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. Red White would have destroyed me if I did.
So that's the connection.
It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red Wright will be nigh on impossible.
Impossible? Why?
He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians.
He owns a lot of peas is what you're telling me. What?
They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him.
You wouldn't be surprised there's fan R&D art. You know, that's the rule.
Don't look at me like that. What you say is nothing more than the weight of many years.
Tell me about the DL6 incident. What is it?
DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium.
A medium?
Her name was Misty Fey.
Fey?
Indeed. She was Maya's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the request of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud.
This is what Maya was talking about the other day.
I did all I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident.
Okay, why is he blackmailing you, though? And why are you blackmailed over all this, Mr. Grossberg?
The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him.
You told White?
He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked to the police for months, far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the man who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail.
See.
White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office.
Mia's office?
She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found.
Well, then we better go back to the fucking office and have a look around. It's funny looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Is it in the plant? Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Can we move into the scene of the crime? No. Takes plant. Is it in the painting? An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Apparently, Miss May isn't questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Add it to the pile, right? Ain't that the truth? So, it's either something at the hotel or something at the law office. But we're not getting an option to move to the crime scene. Let's check the other phone. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. There's nothing fucking here. Gaywater Hotel, maybe? The bellboy seems to be out. Huh? Sound of water coming from the shower. La-di-da! Money making! Money making! I got the money making blues! Someone seems to enjoy washing the showers. I'm also pretty sure there's nothing good here. Bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Better not touch them. I'm telling what the bellboy would do to me. Just a fan of the Runway 5. Screwdriver's still stuck in the drawer. I better not touch it. No telling what the bellboy will do to me. Okay, shit. What's the last thing we have to do here? Maybe we talk to this idiot again. Do you have anything new to say? No. Floor plans, made testimony, receipt. What's the deal with this? Would you be kind enough to cease the chattering and vacate the premises? Let me put it in a language you should understand. Shut up and get out. I have nothing more to say. Fair enough. Well, we have to talk to somebody or find something. Anything I can get out of this goober? Well, we have a hopeless case and a twice-used murder weapon. Why not push its count to 3? What is the... There's... Trying to remember what we're supposed to do here. Because we still can't talk to anybody here. He says we need to go back and check the office, but we're not getting into the crime scene. Unless there's something in here I have to check that I've not examined yet. We already checked the desk. I tried to check the phone, but it's just reading it as part of the desk. All the cases the chief after worked on are filled here, alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Ah, helps if we check the bookshelf. How about D? Give me the D. Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. That is horrible. A, B, F, Misty Fey. That's me and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Read it. I have tarnished the Fey name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the ESP that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of 2 men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Okay. How about let's check J and S. I checked the records P to U, but it just don't seem to be there. Let's see, J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Skim it. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest parts here are the end in S. Suicide? Ew. Here's a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these cases in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Let's check the last one. Let's check T to Z. So let's check Mia's files once more. Check them. Check for Z. T, U, I know, W, White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? You sneaky. Hey, you! What's the big idea? Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. So, what's the deal with, this thing? This is the only clue that Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Because, obviously you would embezzle those instead of the not secret funds, otherwise what would be the point of it all? Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong, what is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir, I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me. What I should be doing now is going after you. What are you insinuating? Mia was on to you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you and April made tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it! Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please do connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you... No, that wasn't his voice. Because we're basically talking... We're either talking to Edgeworth or the district attorney at this point. Why, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. Oh. Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you say? And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Right now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. I still got a fork out of voice for that guy. Quiet, dude. I told you I'd change my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you're in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are mere lawyer, as was Miss Mayer. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you'll be tried as Miss Meyer's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you say. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. And apparently I passed the fuck out. Hey, Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Oh, Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually, Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right, sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Maya Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. You smarmy little bastard, you. And now I'm being fingered in the guy's death. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great, I let you out of detention. Like just now, yeah, it's all thanks to you. Yeah, now I'm afraid we switched places. What, you mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that neat man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Help me break out of here. Right, okay, listen up. I want you to help me break out of here. You mean a jailbreak? Yeah, tonight's our only chance. Alright. Huh? Oh, I'd better go get a hacksaw while the doors are still open. Oh, and a rope ladder, and a getaway car. Can you drive? Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the court tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. It's the beginning of a new century, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself. Tomorrow, the true culprit will appear as a witness. This is it. It's me or him. To be continued next time. Yes, we will clear the data and do one quick cooldown round. For we shall return to the thingy-mabob. For we've done this for we've done really bad accent theater for 3 hours now. It is time for cooldown. So let me go ahead and do a few things here. The pink smelter demon goes down next time. That's actually really good. Okay, so let's check and jump a few things here. Okay, so that goes one quick round of the wheel. There, perfect. Wheel of Fortune. Double overtime. Nice. Hey, they can go to triple overtime. Maybe they can still be playing when I go back upstairs. Alright. Tonight's contestant is... Drumroll, please. It's Rio. She won. I'm Rio Bop. Of course, she left the damn room, but she heard herself win anyway. Rigged. It's not. See, actually, because tier 1s get 1 entry, 2s get 2, tier 3s get 3. So if anything, this is actually... She's been subbed for a year. This is the second time she's ever won the damn thing. We had this before. We had this one before. I just don't remember what it was. Oh, fuck. It was... Like, we literally had this last time I streamed. Right-hand man. Thank you. Let's find out the score, Z. 200. Right-hand man. Alright, continue. Just no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Yes, 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 yes! Yes, bitch! Alright. 200. Perfect. Keep going. Exactly. Get out of whammy. Free card. Hurry up and load stream. Here we go. Honey, good news. We already know what the answer is. And we're sitting on 2 free spins. Almost 3 free spins. It's right-hand man again. So now we're just going to run up the score. And yes, since she's in attendance, she will get to choose what prize she wants. You're absolutely right. 500. T. We got 2 consonants left. Keep going! It's just Z and M left. I think somebody's pulling my leg. Just guessing here. Nah, just don't hit that whammy. Slow down, slow down. Thank you. M. There, that should give us a pretty good shot at the bonus round. Right hand Molf. Beauty. Excellent. Doodle-doo. Thank you. Place. What do we got here? Louise. What do you got for us, Louise? 200. $10 says we had this already too. Something Island. Manhattan Island. Yep. Staten Island. Ellis Island. Hell's Kitchen. Bronx. Brooklyn. Queens. Wall Street. I can name places. Hey, Samantha, get a whammy. Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just solve this right now. Manhattan Molfend. Beauty. Watch the bonus round beyond 1,000. Don't put that out there. Don't do that. Alright. Have you missed much? Phoenix Wright is now on trial for the murder of Mia Fey, but other than that, not much. Alright, 200. I'm pretty sure there's no mathematical way we could lose this. Let's go ahead and lose. Feel like we had this one too. Anna. There's no U's, dingus. Louise. Samantha. There's no A's. I got it. Okay, maybe not. Something, something, and dine? Ding? Give me an R. Nope. Long live the king. Something both cute and motivational. Well, when in doubt, pick spam. Long live the $400 and enjoy having the home version. Scar! Alright. Alright, Rio. This is your following options. You can have the Porsche, the motorboat. You know how much we've always wanted one of those? The new deluxe kitchen, the ski holiday, the bedroom suite, or the dream vacation to Hawaii. Which one's tripping your trigger, honey? I'm telling you, it's gotta be the Porsche. Dorino's doing a Tourette's guy quote, by the way. Dream vacation. All right. Aye. Is this Manhattan Island again? It is not, but it's Greenwich Village. This has been the most gimme thing we've ever done. Wow, this version of the game's not even trying. Exactly. So I guess that means we won the vacation, honey. I didn't use a save state or anything, I swear. Yeah, free vacation. Here comes the money! Rigged. Yeah, I guess it would stand to reason that my wife would win the draw and then also get every single easy puzzle that we know. It wasn't rigged, I swear. Really? Alright, well, we hope everyone enjoyed this inaugural episode of Law & Order Trial by Judge / really, really bad accent theater. Objection! Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns before we adjourn for the evening? It's actually pretty nice to get the old vocal cords back in the swing here. Just have to get centered on everybody's voices. Aw, it's okay, Cheshire. Good times, good times. I figured y'all were having a ball. Y'all just sitting there going, I think you're all just entranced by my acting. Clearly I'm Oscar-winning material, because it was gripping from start to finish. Y'all were hanging on the edge of your seat, and wondering what horrible voices I would do to everyone else at that point. I'm glad you did. Whew. I mean, we might just have to keep that going. I mean, for me, Ace Attorney is a guilty pleasure. And the beauty of it, so here's what we'll do. We'll keep this going for now. And the really fun thing is, instead of maybe jumping right into Ace Attorney 2, if we kept going, we should do the Harvey Birdman game. So we'll do this, Harvey Birdman game, and then we'll go from there. I think that sounds like a plan. Alrighty then. If there is no more pressing business to attend to, I thank Z-Terrence for the bitties, Hussein for the bitties. Thank you very much everyone who attended, tolerated my acting, and some of you who came up with content for me to use in this. I hope you all had fun on this visual law, whatever the heck adventure, and we will see you next time on... Christ, what did I put on the schedule next? Mega Man X! Oh yeah, I said that, didn't I? Oh boy. This is funny too, because I'm going to be using my actual Super Nintendo for that, and my actual copy of Rockman X, so, you'll get to watch someone who's never beaten the game before, and, maybe y'all can give me some tips and tricks. You know, do all the speed shit. Except, you're dealing with the nincompoop who's never beaten the game before, so... We'll have fun with that then. Au revoir, mes amis. Tip, don't die. Ugh. You know me. When it comes to death, I'm a champion. Alright, we'll see what we can do. Thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you Thursday night. Now I'm gonna... gargle with sand or something.
Are you saying that doing these voices is a little bit rough?
Actually, I could probably do that voice for another couple of hours before I would lose my voice. I don't know that I'm gonna lose my voice. My voice is very important to me. Without my voice, I don't know. I gargle with sand, just to really give myself the full Al Pacino voice experience. And then, just sound like I've been chain-smoking for the last 40 years. I'm not actually gonna gargle with sand, though. I'm actually just gonna click this button and get the hell out of Dodge!
In the criminal justice system, all defendants are innocent until proven guilty, either by confession, plea bargain, or trial by judge. This is one of those trials.